All right, so we'll go ahead and get started week 4 with Let's Grow Together. So tonight we are going to talk about our party. So let's see, let me get this back to where we need to be. There's our week 3 to-do list. So, okay, I'm gonna shrink us up here a little bit if you guys don't mind. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So here's what I had planned for tonight for week 4. 1, recapping our to-do list for week 3. So for those of you that maybe weren't on, we were going to start posting the Facebook message if we wanted to do the party. I do have a list of those that want to do the party. Start thinking and making a list of people that we want to invite to make sure that you're sorting and going through, picking those top 10 that you would want to expose the business. I feel like one of the things that we have kind of changed in our speech and the way we talk about Neora is kind of flipped in the last several months, in the sense of really just trying to get them as customers, and not overly bringing up the opportunity. And I'm lumping this as a generalization. I'm not saying you particular 6 are doing this. I'm saying as a general thing, we're talking about, okay, look, we got to grow that customer base. We got to grow that customer base. But at the same time, I don't know if we're really sharing the business opportunity and saying it's $20 to be a part of the company. It's got a huge potential for an income, and then therefore we're just not having as many new starts as
Directed trial into law and favor nations laws and other actions to lower drug prices and keep Americans from getting ripped off. People must recognize that our thoughts, our opinions, mean a choice of who we are.
And it was Christy Hennessy. Christy.
Busted.
Woo woo, Christy.
I was like, and I think it was the convention. Or the TPM.
Sorry.
That's okay, babe. Okay, so, and then obviously the to-do list was to get our food samples out by the Christy, mute yourself. There, I muted you. 3 samples out again by the next Zoom. So that was our to-do list for week 3. So how many, if you want to put in the chat, how many of you got your 3 samples out? If you only got 1 or 2, obviously we want to celebrate any samples that we got out. So post in that chat right there to say, yes, I got this many samples out. If you got more than 3 samples out, awesome. And then this week, I'm not sure how I did that right there. This week, I really don't know how I did that right there. I don't know how I got that line on there, but it's going to be on all of it now. Great. So this week we are going to focus on, okay, I am not touching the computer and it's writing on the computer. That is bizarre.
Melissa, somehow I have control. I'm doing all that.
Okay, who's me? Because I can't see.
Misty. I don't know what that.
That is weird. I'm not touching the.
I'm trying to get out of the screen, and there's like.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. My hands are up here, and there's marks going on the side.
I'm like, how did I get control of this?
I don't know. Okay, there we go. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 1, getting your 3 samples out. It's really, really important if you want to talk about growing your business, is constantly getting at least 3 samples out. And then getting your coupons. Please know that for all of you that are here, that have been here, that had an ADO last month, that are not new brand partners, your 3 coupons expire by the end of the month. So those are not going to be extended. If you have a new brand partner in your team that started within the month of August, their coupons expire at the end of September. So just make sure that you're mindful of that. And then let's talk about the party. Okay, so we kind of talked a little bit last week. Mary gave us a great suggestion of the 80s theme. We all kind of were like, yes, we love it. Most of us were alive. I think all of us were alive. I don't think we have any young on here. We are all remember the 80s very well. So tonight, what I wanted to talk about is setup, post like who, what, when, you know, as far as schedule. I wanted to talk about the live videos, who and when, and the raffles, prizes, and what we want to do there. So to start with setup, is anybody, I'm going to create a blank shell. I can make everybody an admin so that everybody can go in. But I would love it if somebody would be willing to help with some of the post schedules or the words or whatnot, and the person that is interested. And I know, Mary, you said that you might be able to do some of that. And so if that's something that you want to help with, maybe you and I start sharing some of our posts, and we'll put them in order so that we'll have a lineup to go through. And so one of the things that I love, that I've been a part of a couple other parties, is they actually start doing pre-posts and getting activities going, and people commenting on the day before or the day and a half before. So if Mary and I set this up tomorrow and we're doing the shell of it and doing the welcoming, then on Wednesday and Thursday, or possibly even the day before Thursday, so there'll be more people in there, we could start dropping in things that aren't necessarily Neora related, but just things to get them in the habit of having fun and commenting. So some of the things, like I was thinking, which are just, you know, like, can you quote me a line from one of these movies? And I just pulled, like, I literally searched the Facebook for everything 80s. I just literally put in 80s theme, and like a gazillion things came up. So like favorite cartoon character. And again, these are just things that I pulled up within a 5-minute time frame. Just fun things like, you know, if you played with these growing up, don't forget to take a couple ibuprofen. You know, we could change around the saying, but it, you know, you can see that the 80s stuff, I wanted to grab things that were very kind of poignant. So if you all have something in your lives that were like, oh my gosh, yes, you know, like who misses the 80s? I loved this because everybody loved that movie. You know, The Breakfast Club, or you could post this Breakfast Club and say, you know, who is your favorite character and why? Just getting people, you know, kind of in the fun theme. I definitely think, since the majority of us are all women, it might not be bad to grab some like heartthrobs, like who is your heartthrob, and have like a whole bunch of 80s stars and stuff like that. You know, maybe, you know, just some of those kind of things, just based on the fact of we want some funny, we want some like, oh my gosh, I remember that, you know, things like that. Like, I mean, we were talking the other day with a friend, and she's like, remember when we stood at Venture, outside of Venture, because who remembers Venture, you know, because they're like gone. And we stood at Venture, and when the door opened, we ran as fast as we could to the toy section to get the Cabbage Patch dolls that were, you know, coming off. And you didn't care which Cabbage Patch doll you got. You just like grabbed any old Cabbage Patch kid. And it was Kelly and I were talking, and she was like, remember when that lady tackled you to the ground to get the Cabbage Patch out of, you know, so like fun things that you just start to remember back to. So those could be some really great things that we could go in ahead of time and talk about on those pre-things, and then sprinkle them in on our schedule. Because on Friday and Saturday, again, we don't want everything just to be Neora, because obviously sometimes that gets, you know, crazy. So if you all have something that like an 80s theme kind of question post that you want to incorporate, go ahead and put it in our team group, our feed or whatever. And so that when Mary and I are kind of going through that, you know, we can have it. And if anybody else wants to help, awesome. I'm totally willing to take any of the help. It just has to be done tomorrow during, so that we can get it up and running to go and start Friday and Saturday. And I chose Friday and Saturday just based on a lot of the voting, for one thing, you know, for the 2 days, time-wise this weekend, because that was the majority for the vote. But also not Saturday, Sunday, or just Thursday, Friday. So I gave one weekday, one weekend day, so that it made it, both sets were happy, you know, to have one obviously in the work week, one on Saturday. So let's see. Then let's talk about posts. of who would be available to post. Mary and I will come up with all the schedule, and then based on your availability of when you can schedule or when you can talk, we're just gonna send you the post and say, this is what you're posting and this is the time. Because I think that'll be the easiest way than just say, okay, Angela, you're gonna post at 1 o'clock, and then you just decide what you wanna post. I think if we go through and we really do it. So the best way that I have found from other leaders is the fact that, which I'm not normally like a tell you what to do type of a girl exactly, but I really think this is gonna have to be, you're gonna post on this, and this is the time schedule you're gonna post, and this is when you're gonna post it. Because I think it'll make it easier. So if you have a preference of when you wanna do that, put it in the Facebook feed group, so that we can kind of work with that schedule. So for instance, if you were saying, I would like to post on Saturday morning, awesome, and you say, well, I only want to post about, I don't know, face wash, that's probably not going to match up. So pretty much you're going to have to say, what's the time frame that you can post? What's the time frame that you can do your live video? And then we can kind of incorporate into what that is. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions regarding that, or do you guys want to chat about that?
I'm open to doing whatever time we need.
Okay, Peggy. Yeah, so just put that in there so that that way, I mean, I can
Okay.
put here that Peggy's open.
Where are we putting it?
Why don't you just tell me what, like, since you guys are on here, why don't you just tell me what works and I'll just write it down real quick.
I can do Saturday afternoon.
I can do anytime Friday.
I can do Saturday.
Who's I? Sorry, my head's down.
Patty, this is Patty.
Okay. Patty, you can do Saturday?
Christy was Friday.
Okay.
You know what, Melissa?
Yes.
I do have a party from 3 to 5 Saturday afternoon, a friend's birthday.
Okay, so Friday and Saturday morning.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can do Friday, Mel. Misty.
Okay.
And Lorraine can fill in wherever.
Okay. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
you-
me too, Melissa. I'll just fill in spots as we plan.
Okay. Jules, do you want to be in this? Jules is on, I can't see it. Okay, so maybe Julie, if you can hear us, put in the chat what you're open and I'll take a look at it. Holy cow, look at all the samples. Oh, Janice used all our coupons. Nice. Good job, guys. I just put a heartthrob pic collage on the group chat. Sweet. Okay, so do I have everybody here so far? Oh, Lena.
I could do, I might be going to the pool Friday, just
Okay.
like a mom's day out. So that's kind of like my way to like meet people.
Absolutely.
So, and I think it's from like 11 to 2. And then I don't know if my daughter has volleyball or not on Friday. So I can do like either early morning on Friday or late, like after 4 on Friday.
Okay. What about Saturday? Do you want me just to?
Oh, I'm open Saturday.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that for you.
I'm wide open on Saturday.
Okay. Right, and then Janice. Do I have you?
She's on mute.
Maybe she walked away for a second.
I don't think I'm going to be doing the party.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, so then Misty, can you check with Diane, your brand partner Diane, and see when she's available?
Yes.
Okay. Misty's gonna check, and then let's see, Marley. Who's Marley's sponsor? I feel like it's somebody on here. Is that you, Peggy? No, not Lorraine. I feel like it's on that line. Okay, Mary's on.
Mara Lee is my new brand partner,
No.
not Marley.
Who's Marley under? Okay, I'll have to look. Okay, and then I'll contact the others because they're not connected to this. Okay, great. And then, okay, so then that pretty much settles that part. We'll figure out the schedule between Mary and I tomorrow. and the post and what you'll post, and it'll be super easy. But also make sure that you guys are having communications. When we open it, we talked, if you guys weren't on it last week, we talked about one of the things that Veronica was telling me, Burgess was telling me, that they literally, which has kind of been opposite than everything else I was told, but yet she's the one that has had the most successful party out of every party I've heard about, is she literally went in and all of their brand partners just clicked invite, all their friends. Obviously not strangers that you never even know how you're connected with, but people that you actually know, you know what I mean? Like not just random people that you know, Facebook and you met once at a dealership, you know, something like that. You might not want to. And then you could go back and do a follow-up message with each of them. And you can actually do that through the party. So especially if I make you all admins, you're able to take care of that and do that. Julie, did you want to be a part of the party? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, yes.
Do you?
Sorry,
I had you on here, but I wasn't 100% sure. Do you have a time preference of when you would like to do your posts?
Did anybody say Saturday morning?
We just, I mean, we'll have several, but you know, so if Saturday morning works for you, we'll do Saturday morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And somebody will tell me exactly what time?
Yep, what time and what to post and all that business. And same with your lives. We'll kind of do that. So your lives will be the reasons as to why you joined the business type thing. So those will be your lives. So you get a post and a live. What intrigued you most about the company? You know, what makes, you know, you love the company, all that good stuff. So we'll do that. The next thing that I kind of wanted to chat about is prizes, and what do we want to do for prizes? What do we want to offer? I don't want to say this is what it is. I know in the past we did just like the $10 send in, and we picked a whole bunch of little things and sent out. But since this is just a 2-day party, we might want to do more of a, I don't know, there's a lot of different options. You can do one kind of big thing as far as like an Amazon gift card. We could do one big Amazon gift card, and then I don't know, you guys think about it. If you can think about now and say what your thoughts are, and we can kind of figure that out. We just all need to agree. I know some of the people were doing Neora Cash. So some people won Neora Cash. So for instance, if Mary person won and we were doing Neora Cash, and we could have multiple people win Neora Cash, then basically whatever she orders, she would get $10, $15, whatever we decided, of Neora Cash, and then they would order and you would reimburse her through Venmo, PayPal, whatever, for the, you know, things.
Oh, I like that.
That's kind of
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
you and Nat. Okay.
That helps get orders. That's a good one.
Another thing, Melissa, too, is if we wanted to have, in addition to the New York Cash, if we wanted to have one drawing that was for something bigger that, you know, we counted up all the entries, and they get entries by, you know, commenting and ordering and hosting a party, those things, have that, but then also say, you know, something to like anybody who places an order, you know, have like another incentive too, like anybody who places an order Friday night is entered for this, or something like that, to kind of get people's, get a little fire under them.
Yeah, like, okay, anybody that places by 6 o'clock Friday night, you're entered into this extra raffle, just so it has nothing to do with okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the comment thing is really hard. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I have a really hard time counting people's comments. And I don't know that gives people an incentive to purchase. And I honestly, Melissa, I've had a lot of people attend the parties that we've done so far, and I have gotten 0 orders from the parties.
Okay.
But I've had a lot of people attend. It's like keeping track of the comments. And when they send out the comment, they just comment, and then they don't really participate beyond that.
Right, I kind of feel the same way. This is Patty.
Okay, Patty.
And could everybody turn down their background noise, because we're getting a lot of feedback?
That could be me. The TV's on behind me, sorry.
Okay. Okay. What if we did, had to have like the comments, like say we were doing a gift card. I'm just thinking out loud. And we could add up all the comments to be in the raffle for the large prize you had to have an order. I don't know if that would work, because then people were like, well, I'm not going to order, so I'm not going to bother commenting. Okay, maybe that's something to think on then.
Or maybe the commenting one is a smaller prize, and maybe the people that order something are the ones that are entering into the big thing. So any order placed by the end of the party Saturday night, they get the chance for the big prize.
Yes.
Okay, so what if we flip that around? What if we do the commenting raffle? We'll pick 5 winners that earn New York cash.
Yeah.
That will get them to, possibly order.
Perfect.
And then you do order by Friday night, you're entered into a gift card for X amount of dollars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing about doing it Friday night is if there,
Or
I just don't want, like,
Friday night,
if we're going to have
sorry, Mary,
maybe Saturday night.
Order.
I was just going to say, if lots of people are doing videos and lives on Saturday, and depending on what the products are, like, I'd rather them, like, for the big thing, I'd rather people have a chance to see all the products and then decide and order. So maybe the big one for orders by whenever the party closes, or if it closes at 5, have it any order by like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Totally
Do we do the drawing like on Sunday so that it gives us time to get the orders in and everything? Or does that matter? I don't know.
It's all of our parties, so it's totally up to
Monday the
you.
31st is
I'm just throwing it out there as an idea.
No, but I do think if you say you're entered into it, and if you place your order by 6 o'clock Saturday night or 8 o'clock Saturday night, the
8
order
o'clock.
you need to have the order in hand by that time. So we can't say, okay, and then you place it the next, like at 12 o'clock or what, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
what I would assume, like, I guess we could say is if you, as, like each brand partner being honest, yes, I do have their order. I know what their order is. I don't have the credit card in my hand yet, but they've said, I want XYZ. Because that happens. We all know that happens all the time. Whereas somebody will be like, I totally want the XYZ. I will call you in the morning with my credit card.
Yeah. Okay.
But by Saturday at whatever time we say, you are going to have that particular order. That sound like good? Okay. And then maybe we'll do something else Friday.
I have an idea of like getting like a hostess raffle. So then you have 3 different raffles. One is for the New York cash for people who place. What's the New York? Is the New York cash for people who come?
It's just going to be for the commenting raffle.
Yeah, and then there's like a tween one that is for people who hostess a party, who agree to hostess a party.
Okay, and what kind of do you want that just to be maybe like anybody that hosts a party? I'm trying to think. Whoa.
That would have to come from the brand partner, though, right? Because
it'll have to come. I'm just.
It would only be that person's party.
Yeah, I mean, and we can post in there like several of the things, like host a party, and this is kind of like we've all seen the host a party, have this much in sales, you get this for free. Have this much in sales, you get this for free type thing. We could use that as a hey, post a party. Did you know if you post a party, you could earn X, free products type thing. Post below if you're willing to host a party and who invited you, something like that.
They have to schedule it. Let's say they have to schedule it though. They have to schedule a date. So they're committed.
It's a good idea, Lena.
Okay, and then Friday orders, we could throw out if you post, if you place an order by Friday, I mean, if anybody has a pro listic they're willing to give.
Yeah, right.
Say, if you post 150 or more, order by X, Y,
How about
Z.
eye gels?
Too
Yeah,
soon.
how about what
Melissa,
was
too soon.
on, how about what was on Neora Gives Back this past month? Wasn't
Yeah,
that
the
eye
eye
serum or
gels.
something?
The eye
It
gel,
was, it was the patches.
a box of eye gels. But everybody would have to be willing to, if you know,
I have
have each of their people have eye gels boxes on hand for their people. You know, like
Mhm.
so if you get 3 orders, you get 3 orders. You got to be willing to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to give eye gels.
3 people?
Or you could
A box of
say, or you could
That
just
would be tough.
you could just say anybody that places an order Friday night 150 or more gets a surprise full Neura product that they don't know what it is, and then that way they order whatever
Yeah.
they order whatever.
Yeah, that's
I like
better.
that idea.
Okay, so that way I'm just thinking like, okay, if I am a Hair Prolux person, then eye gels would be great because I'm giving up something else. But if they are purchasing eye serum and hydrogels, I'm not going to want, they're not going to, you know what I mean? Then I'm going to probably say, okay, your free product is Youth Factor, you know, so that I can get them trying something else that they actually didn't order. So that they're not getting 2 of the exact same thing, so that we encourage them to order the next month when they're out of those eye patches or something. So does that sound good? 1, 3, 5.
So there's 4 prices.
Okay, so now we need to think of our, so basically the New York cash is coming out of individuals, brand partners, own pockets. Do we want to say for commenting what that New York cash is, or do we just want to leave it open as New York cash? And then let each brand partner choose what their New York cash is, because, you know, like I may be willing to say, I don't know, you know, $10, but somebody else might want to say, I'm only willing to do $5, you know, so do we want to just
Yeah, I think we have to leave that a question mark.
Okay, so I'm just going to say New York cash dollars. Okay, Mary, are you writing all this down too?
Yeah.
I have it all, but okay, and then the close of Saturday night, if you've ordered, or if you've ordered, how do we want to put an amount on it? I think it definitely needs to be 50 or 60 or more.
Yeah.
It has to be 60 or more.
Yes.
Because that's, you know, one of the things that
Oh,
helps.
I think it should be, whatever the amount is so that they get free shipping. I don't want to mess around here.
You guys decide. I mean, because we're doing so we're doing the Friday night orders of 150 or more. And you can,
Okay, never mind.
if you're, no, I'm just talking out loud. I mean, again, it's everybody's party. We're doing 150 of order on Friday, and they already get a free thing. What that might eliminate people is, I don't know, maybe it'll make them up their order to try and win the gift card. Thoughts?
The gift card, is it Saturday night? That's what you
At
said?
the end of the party. Yep.
I have a question. If somebody places their order on Friday night and they're in that
They're
deal,
already in
they
for
get to
Saturday.
go on the one that goes through the next night?
Yep, they would be in. They
I
would
think
be
any order.
any order through the during the 2-day party. So Friday night you just get a little extra boost
Okay.
if that's what you all want. What do you guys
I
think?
mean, I think that makes sense because, well, I mean, I think you're incentivizing people to order it all because as long as they order 60 or above, they get entered into that drawing. But I mean, the idea of getting entered into a drawing and getting a free product for Friday night. I mean, if somebody's sort of kind of already ready to order and I knew I could get a free product and get entered into a drawing, I'd order Friday
night. I wouldn't wait till Saturday.
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
Okay. Is everybody
Might
okay
not be-
with that?
I'm good.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to
reward.
talk about this. Are you gonna write it down for us?
Well,
So that-
what I'm thinking
Yeah.
is if they place
I'm good with it,
place
but
an
I need
order
I need notes, Mary.
I
got it.
Go. Lorraine, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. If they place an order on Friday, they're not gonna know about all that we're gonna be highlighting on Saturday. So I don't know, if I was a visitor, a guest, I wouldn't order on Friday in case I wanted something else Saturday. And then, you know, they haven't even heard about the business opportunity. And then, I don't know, I don't see it rational that way in my mind.
Very good point.
So I personally wait to the end of the party to order. I never order during the party. I always wait if I'm in a party for something. I wait to the end. I want to see everything. I want to be an informed decision maker. Okay?
Yeah.
How
Okay, so when was
about
the
we
New York
marry
cash?
it- What if we marry it together? Okay, and we say, order by Saturday night. You're entered into a grand prize of a gift card, which we don't even know what that amount is yet. If you spend 60 or more, if you spend 150 or more, you also get a full surprise product.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And
Because
then,
then that incentivizes them to buy more.
okay.
Good thinking, Maureen. Good thinking, Maureen.
Okay, so then do we want to have an order post Friday night? Do we want to have that? Or do we want to have a Friday commenting raffle for New York Cash?
Oh, that'd be easier. Only have to count one night.
What?
Mary likes to count.
My people talk so much, it's ridiculous.
So here's the thing, I did the parties beforehand. If I posted something and asked for a question and that person commented within the same post like 6 times, they got one order, even if, or they got one entry. Even if you all sent the 16, like when some of them came across and like, they commented 46 times. I'm like, how is that possible? I only had 12 posts. So you could really only get a max of 12 plus the extras from whatever. Then I kind of went back. So yes, your person could comment 20 times underneath the post, but they're shooting one for that particular post. I think that's probably an easier way so that you're not like going through all of them, because they don't need to know that you're not counting every single comment. But if they comment on a post, they get one entry per post. Does that sound like a much better? Because you all will be responsible for counting your own. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so we have Neora Friday night commenting raffle for Neora dollars. And then Saturday at the end, we'll have the 60 to enter the gift card, 150 to get the surprise product in addition to it. Is that an agreement? Okay. The last sorry, go ahead.
What was the gift card again? That's
what I was just about to say. So what do you feel so far? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people as of today.
So are these both the same size?
Yes.
So $150?
I don't know.
Yes.
150?
So, if we did $150 gift card, everybody did a $10 donation. Let me see. I texted several other people to see if they wanted in the party. I haven't heard back. We don't even have to say what the amount is, but at least we know it's 150, could be more, and then $10 goes into it. And what if we just do Amazon? So I will do.
Everybody shops these days.
Yeah.
Say that again, Angela.
I said that's where everybody shops these days.
Yeah. Well, I've decided based on the last products is obviously I can't go to the post office until we find out what's going on with Emma. So the only thing I would be willing to do is something I could purchase online and send it. So that would be Target or Amazon. and Amazon seems to be the easiest. So that way I can literally email them through their email, and I don't have to buy something, pack something, or purchase something. I just have to
That's
go.
perfect.
They all know that that's my downfall. That is not my thing that I love to do as, much. So, okay. Does anybody else have any thoughts, comments, questions, anything?
What about the live videos?
You will get that time frame when Mary and I make the schedule.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were having us post something. I didn't think.
You
so
are
we're doing a live video too?
Yep, you're gonna do two. You're gonna do a post and you're gonna do a live.
Okay.
So you might be Angela.
I would be best at some kind of skincare.
Well, yes, you could say the reason why I love Neora so much is the skincare is just for XYZ. I've been part of the company. I just love the company so much, the camaraderie amongst the girls and our, all that sort of stuff. And it's a little bit more of, yes, I love the products. These are my favorite products. And this is why the opportunity is amazing.
So it's not a product demo. It's talking about my
Mary,
my story.
I don't know about that. Look on your face.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about it because that's not what I was expecting. So that's fine. That's not how I pictured it in my mind, but that's okay.
So
I like that too.
I think that, I don't think, you guys tell me. That was what I had in thought is the product post would be, here's the product. Here's a picture, take a picture of yourself with the product and post it. Something like that, so Peggy, I give you day and face wash, day and night. You could take a picture with yourself with your day and night or whatever, but here's the description of what it does. So it makes it very personable so people are seeing you, not some stock photo. We can all go in and say, I love it so much too. Here's my before and after. Oh my gosh, my skin has just been crazy since I started this. Here's my before and after. Here's my before and after. So it's all about getting that camaraderie going and whatnot. But from the party that Veronica put me in 4 or 5 of her parties, all of the videos were about, and they were short. They were not 5-minute videos. It was short about, I'm so thankful for these products. My favorite product is XYZ. I'm loving being a part of the business. It's changed kind of your why, your 2-minute or less why. That's what I had envisioned. But if you all would like to change that, we can.
Can I say
something?
something?
I like that.
That's great.
Can I say something?
So should we, should someone talk about the $20 buy-in this month then before we start telling our stories? Okay.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking is that it sounds more like a brand partner party rather than product party.
Well, it's going to be half and half because you're going to get all the post stuff. You're going to get that'll be all in there as well. But then also you're just saying why you love your product and you joined the business because of this. It's no different if I had a party at my house and I stood up at the very beginning and said, the reason why I became part of Neora is I tried the skincare. I fell in love with it. It's done so great. I saw an opportunity. So I just wanted to share with all of you guys. It's kind of like the exact same, kind of thing. So, and we will definitely, I guess, Mary and I, when we sit down, we'll kind of communicate how we'll organize it and pull it through. And, when all of that happens. That's why I wanted to get your time frame. So if you feel like you have other times within what you said, well, technically I could have a few minutes on Saturday in the morning if it's only a few minutes. I could post, a 2-minute thing Saturday night. Well, technically I am a little bit open on XYZ, but most of you guys were open for the majority of it, I think.
Well, if it's only how many minutes do you want us to talk?
3, 2, super short, not very long. Because would you watch a 6-minute video 10 times over?
I'd say 1 to 2 minutes tops.
Yeah. So one of the things I learned years and years ago from a guy that's no longer with us is when I hit national marketing director, it was, you got a quick training of, you go up and like literally you were in a line and you literally had 60 seconds to get out everything what it was. You didn't put a lot of fluff on it. You didn't say, it was very to the point. You didn't like rattle off extra stories. You didn't go into all these. It was like, I got introduced in 2014 from one of my girlfriends. I fell in love with the night cream after 2 weeks. I thought, what the heck? I joined the company. Now I'm a national, now granted, I was in front of other brand partners, so I wouldn't say that on a Zoom. You know, I've been with them. It's totally changed my life along with for our financial freedom, but you know, and then literally I can get all of that in a 60 second, 90 second time frame. You really can. So if you need to practice beforehand, just practice. But you really can jump in. And the more open you are as to why you joined the business, at the time you join the business, the better off that it'll be, because it'll inspire others that are watching why. You know, like, I work full time, I have 3 children, I'm trying to retire in 2021, you know, whatever it may be. This has allowed me to have that extra income, along with the fact that I love all of the products and it's, you know, XYZ. So whatever you want it to be, it just needs to be, like Misty said, between that. It really does need to be under 2 minutes.
Okay.
Sound good?
'Cause think about it, you guys. I guess I agree with Mel, and we've been in the same training. They're probably not going to catch us live when we do this. So therefore, when they're scrolling through, if they see me do a minute, you know, promo or why I joined the business, they're going to listen to it more. But if we keep rambling on, like sometimes I do, and I had to practice a lot too, you know, then they're like, oh, okay, that was quick. You know, they kind of got their crap together. They know what's going on. I look at it that way. And I'd be more apt to go watch other videos, because honestly, one of my biggest pet peeves with all these lives that we do and Facebook is we wait for viewers to come. And then, Luke, just a second. We wait for viewers to come, and then we keep talking and rambling, and then the next thing you know, no one's listening anymore. So I agree with that. So it's hard, but practice that. I know I'm going to practice again because I ramble just like I am right now.
And the other thing is when you do post your live, say who you are and what you're, like, do a blurb of, you know, like, my favorite product is XYZ. And I started with Neura, whatever you want, but don't just post a video with no explanation at the top. I know we last year had to go back and kind of redo stuff.
So are we going to do a flyer so that we can send that to people? A little flyer for the party that starts on Friday?
Sure. Yep, sure. I can do that. Sound good? Anybody else have thoughts, questions, anything? Yay, I'm excited. So start inviting your peeps. We'll get the shell up.
Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
So my new brand partner, I'm probably going to do a Zoom for her Thursday night, but I already mentioned that we were going to have this party. So the Facebook party. So since she works from like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Thursday. So I guess what I'm saying is it'll be her first. She's not going to know what to say. She'd probably contribute the $10 or whatever for the gift, but I don't know that I'd be comfortable even asking her to do anything because she's only been in less than a week. So, or asking her to do the video. Is that okay?
It totally is, but I also think that if she feels comfortable enough to do a pre-recorded, so she can record it over and, you know, like, and make it what she wants to say, and just say, oh my gosh, I started this business less than a week ago. This is my first event. I'm loving it. These ladies are fabulous. Yeah. You know, like, it will bring, like, oh, well, this girl's already doing something and she just started. Like, how easy is this? You know what I mean? So she might, if she would want to, you could just bring it up. If she's like, oh my God, heck no. Okay. Then no. Yeah. But she might find that if we say, okay, you don't have to go live, But would you feel comfortable making a 30-second video and then, you know, posting something like that?
Okay.
So I'm gonna make you all admins. If you have a brand partner that wants in the party, can you let me know before you add a brand partner? But add
Okay.
all of the PCs that are people, potential customers and brand partners that you want. Sound good?
Good.
All right, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording.